What's up everybody, we're back and we're doing a follow-up video on this smart guitar. This is the Nova Go Sonic by Enya Music. I've had this guitar for about 2 months now. I wanted to do a follow-up video because this is different than every other guitar I've ever played. It's made of carbon fiber, has the built-in amp and speaker, and it has a bunch of DSP on the inside. I'm gonna talk about how my thoughts and feelings have changed about this guitar over the past 2 months. I'll give you a couple sound samples, and I'll talk about how I'm actually using this guitar almost every day. So if you're ready, I'm ready, let's get into it. Let's talk about somewhere where I messed up on this. And this part is purely subjective because the finish is nice and everything, but I got the wrong color. Pink and purple is just not for me. I've never had a pink or purple guitar, so I wanted to give it a shot, see how I felt about it. And I have planned on giving this to one of my daughters if they want to play guitar. And they love it, but the color just isn't for me. And I think I personally would have enjoyed any of the other colors more. Black, white, the other burst. And then if I do end up giving it to my daughters, I have 2 daughters and 1 guitar. I didn't think that one through very well. Maybe they'll share. I'm gonna be optimistic. So for me personally, I should have gone with a different color. If you like the purple pink burst fade thing, then by all means, get it. It's a nice finish. Nothing wrong with how it looks, just personally, my taste, look at me. I tend to go black or white or gray or something like that. Now for how I actually use this guitar, I have this guitar at work. I actually have all my guitars at work, but that's another story. This is a guitar I pull out when I just want to play guitar. I don't need to pull out an amp or anything like that. I literally just pull this out of the case, turn it on, and I can play. Playing with an amp, with effects, is always more fun than just playing an electric guitar without it. Like, this is fine. That'll get the job done, but just not as fun. And look at this thing. You're supposed to have fun with it. When I have 10 or 15 minutes of downtime at work, instead of being on my phone, I'll pull this thing out, go sit in a corner, turn it on, play for a little while, and hopefully not annoy my coworkers too much. So that is how I mainly use it. You can play this live. I don't play live anymore, although I do have a gig coming up maybe, so this one will probably see the stage. It's definitely a vibe. And I'm not recording music right now either, but it can absolutely do that as well. When I'm recording, I would bypass the amp and the DSP in here and just run this as a normal guitar into some amp sims and play it that way. Pickups sound nice on their own, and then you have this series of parallel switch. It comes in handy. When I do play this live, I am gonna play through a modeler. I'm going to bypass the speaker and the DSP on here, plug this straight into a modeler, probably go to an amp. I haven't decided yet. The body is made of carbon fiber, so it's gonna be less susceptible to like weather changes. You don't have to let this guitar sit out for hours to get acclimated to the room. It's just good as it is. Due to the amp and speaker, it is a little bit heavier than I'd want for a stage guitar. If you're playing for hours, if you're just doing like a church set for 20 minutes, then it's not a big deal. But my normal gig was like 3 hours, and I'm not interested in dragging a bunch of guitars out. So I'd have a main guitar and a backup guitar, and that's what I'd use. So it's a little bit on the heavy side, but not a deal breaker, not a huge issue. Now, if I were playing in a church setting, like 15, 20-minute sets, could get a nice sound check, could get a nice rehearsal, I would try out the onboard DSP, bypass an amp or modeler altogether. Like, I wouldn't even have my phone out. I'd have my 4 presets, which I'd be able to cycle through here. I feel like that's all I would need. If you can't get a 20-minute set done with 4 presets, then we're speaking 2 different languages here. But I'm also usually a rhythm guitarist, so maybe lead guitarists have higher standards. So I haven't tested the onboard DSP in a live situation, but it could be cool. Honestly, that would be a game changer. The last thing I want to talk about is how the body actually feels. Because this is carbon fiber. This is my first carbon fiber guitar. All of my other guitars are poplar. Got maple fretboards, ebony fretboards, rosewood fretboards, maple necks, roasted maple necks, stuff like that. Don't take this out of context, but I'm just used to putting my hands on wood. So now putting my hands on carbon fiber was a little weird at first. I'm not gonna lie. It was never bad. It was never like, ooh, I can't play this. It was just, oh, this isn't maple. Literally after the first day of playing this, I didn't feel that way anymore. This feels normal to me now, and I barely notice a difference going between guitars. So it was something that was weird at first, but I like it a lot. I don't really have a preference between carbon fiber and wood. Honestly, as I play this more, I would probably lean towards carbon fiber just because it bends less. Just a more stable instrument at that point. So I think that's all I have to say about this follow-up. It's a cool guitar. Wish I got it in a different color, but that's just me. Plays great, sounds great, feels great. The setup was spot on when I got it. I have not adjusted the setup at all. Use it at work all the time just for playing around. I don't play live or record right now, but I would totally use this. Again, I might be playing again coming up. This thing will come with me. 2 months later, I'm still using this guitar a lot. I still like it. I don't pull out the app and adjust things that often. I mostly have some downtime. I'll pull this out, turn it on, play some, put it away. If you have any questions for me about this guitar, this is the Nova Go Sonic from Enya Music. Go ahead and leave a comment. and I'll try to get back to you. Again, thank you to Enya Music for sending this out to me in the first place. I'll have a link for this guitar in the description, and I'll have links for everything else I use to make music and videos in the description as well. Again, if you have any questions, leave a comment. I'll try to get back to you. I think that's all I got. So, thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.